Hello, how's everybody doing? It's Matt here with the Yinvests Investments Group. And real quickly, I just want to go over some of my top callouts for this week for Monday. If you want to be part of our group, you can join our free chat room. It's on Discord, link in the description, where you can learn and profit with us on how to make money in the stock market. First one I want to go over is NTNX. As you can see, it's a good uptrending pattern. We called this one out last week. It started pushing up here, pulled back right at this SMA line, showing a possibility of a continued uptrend if it validates that if it doesn't get bounced by this SMA line, this green line. Chance of profit here is about 9 to 13%. If it goes all the way up to the resistance line there, right at 61.86 about. If it does continue uptrending, I'll probably buy in on this and hold it for the whole week. Another one that's similar to this is MDB. We talked about this one last week as well. Had a big push up on Friday, about 10%, and pulled back, or had a big push up Thursday and pulled back on Friday. Now it's showing some resistance right at the SMA line to continue its uptrend. Whoopsies, hold on. There's about back to the resistance line up here at $60. It's got about another 5%, and from its past history, it usually pushes up past that resistance. As you see, it pushes up and then it pushed up past the previous resistance. So there's even more than 5% here probably, but I would take profits and just to make sure it doesn't get rejected and then come back down. You can always get back in later. Another one here is RHT, Red Hat. This is a company that was doing very well. It had a big sell-off from earnings, and now it's slowly coming back up. Usually when there's a big sell-off like this, it comes back up to where it originally sold off at. So we have about another 15% here, and as you can see, it's a very good time to buy in. It's just gotten rejected and come back to that SMA line, so it's a good time to buy in with little risk. You can set your stop loss here at about 146.50. And then you have potential of, what was it again? 10 to 15% there. Not a bad play. It is a little more on the expensive side, $147, but it's a good one that you can have limited risk in if you manage your risk right. And the fourth one here I want to go over. These are some more swing trades here. HIMX. One I had on the list for last week, but it didn't develop until late in the week. It just got supported by this SMA line and pushed up. If we see a continuation of an uptrend, I'm going to possibly buy in. And there's a good about 8%, possibly 12% here. If it continues on its uptrend, both the RSI and MACD are looking good. If it doesn't fall below that blue SMA line, we should be seeing some good profit. Another one similar to this is UIHC. This is a more slower moving stock. It's very slow, but it's consistent once it starts uptrending. Right back here, it started doing the same thing at this SMA, bounced on there, and continued up for about 12% in 12 days. So it's like 1% a day, which is very good. You can easily get to your goal. 1% a day, it's 5% in a week. So here we have about 3%, possibly to 6%. It depends on if it gets halted at that $20 limit. This is a good one just to put something in. You don't have to worry about it. You just put it in and let it grow. You put your stop loss down here at like $19, $18, maybe even lower down here. Sorry, 19.5 here. So you got 2% upwards of 4% profit. Another one similar to this is another uptrending one, is CZZ. Consolidated for a few weeks. Now it's starting its uptrend. Really pushed up pretty big. If we see a pullback here closer to this SMA line, I'll probably buy in and then ride the wave up to the SMA, that green line there, for about 17, or it'll probably be less than 17. It'll be around about 10% or so. If it continues that uptrend, it's a good swing one. And some other more riskier ones for this week is IQ. This is a Chinese stock though, so it gets fluctuated a lot when the president talks about trade tariffs and stuff like that. So it's more risky riskier one, but it has been consolidating at this SMA line. It's showing signs of an uptrend again. It just pushed up, pulled back, now it's at that SMA line. So it has a possibility of about 10% back to that resistance previous a few days ago, right over here. Or it has a possibility to go all the way back up to its original resistance there at about 45 for 33%. It's more risky though. The same one, the IQ is also the same as HUYA. They're similar stocks. They're both Chinese. They're just a little different. So this also has the possibility of doing about 30% if it continues its trend. A little more risky, but you can manage your risk right. You can still profit off of these. So those are my top callouts for the week. I don't want to make this video too short. If you wanted to join our free chat room, it's in the description. You can chat with us. And we'll see you guys on the next video.